I am telling you, Brook is already a legend among the legends in the One Piece world. And here's why. Brook literally did not hesitate whatsoever in some specific cases. For example, he was actually the first Straw Hat to go against one of the emperors of the sea, aka Big Mom, aka Lin Lin. And after that, right now, currently in Elbaf, he is currently the first Straw Hat to directly go against Emu directly in a fight. Meaning, yes, not Emu like that we don't know yet, but Emu in Gunko. So per se, Brook is fighting Emu basically. And Brook, just a reminder. So in the beginning, when he was with Luffy trying to go to save Sanji in Big Mom's territory, he literally had one mission, and his mission was to actually go into the secret treasure room and actually steal the poneglyphs. Not the whole thing, but just, a copy of the facade, because you can still do that and get the information. And that's how Robin actually got it later, because he succeeded. And he succeeded throughout a lot of bullshit happening to him in Big Mom's territory. For example, he had to go against so many foes in that secret treasure room, and he was facing not just the little people here and there. No, he was literally facing some of her sons and everything, and Brook was standing his ground. And that was after he actually made it all the way to the poneglyphs, and he got actually a copy of them, and he actually hid him in a place where no one actually could guess, and it was in his head. You can basically crack his head up, and the poneglyph papers were actually in his head. Crazy, right? I know. But Brook, right after that, Big Mom shows up to the secret treasure room and sees Brook, and she's like, how dare you? But at the same time, she likes him. She's like, you will be a nice item in my whole collection. I don't want to keep you, because it's not every day that you see a skeleton talking and everything with a devil fruit power and everything. So Big Mom wanted to keep him, but at the same time, that's where we saw the clash directly in between Big Mom and Brook. And Brook was standing his ground, He even hurt Prometheus or Zeus at that point in time, I believe, because of his devil fruit powers and everything. So Brook is not somebody to be messed around with easily. But Big Mom is way too strong for Brook, and that's why he lost that fight. But he literally clashed directly with Big Mom right there. And after that fight, he was kind of in a hostage situation where Big Mom would literally use him basically as a sleeping doll or something. And so basically, Big Mom goes to sleep, and Brook is basically the doll that's in Big Mom's hands. And that scene to actually go and save Brook from the hands of Big Mom while she's sleeping was absolutely one of the funniest scenes in One Piece. And after all of that, thank God Brook made it out, and that's when he showed all of his friends that he actually got the poneglyphs and all of that, and everything was fine. And even Pedro was like, wow, you are a legend. And after that, now that we are in Elbaf and everything, and now that we are finally back to the present after all the flashback and everything that we were in. So in this present right now, where the group actually just went up to actually fight Gunko, aka Emu, with Summers and Killingham, Brook actually is facing Emu, aka Gunko, because he was like, I know this woman. I've already seen her somewhere, and how her face looks, the blue hair, how her eyes are different colors, and her ties to the world government and everything, and how she also liked his music back then. He's like, wait, hold on a sec. Is that actually Princess Shuri? Because she sure looks like her. But the thing is, it's been 80 years, so is that her, or is it somebody in her legacy, like her descendant or something? But at the same time, Brooks' face completely switches from thinking about all of that to like a face that says basically, I hate you, because he says that she actually killed her own father, the king, and the king was basically the role model of Brook, and he actually helped him, and he gave him everything that Brook has today, basically even down to the sword style that he's got and everything. Like he got taught all of that by the king, probably of that country where Brook comes from, probably. And in that scene that happened in between Brook and Gunko, aka Emu, Gunko actually was able to come out of the mind control of Emu for like 2 seconds, and she told Brook to run. But Brook at that point was like, I don't know what to do. And Brook at that point got released a little bit of his of the arrows that were around him and everything, and Emu actually took control back of Gunko, and Emu was pissed that Brook actually could do that to Gunko, meaning bring her memories back to Gunko. And so Emu, after being pissed and all of that, like usual, Emu is always pissed about something, but she goes in a direct clash in between Emu now, and Brook is holding his stand with his shield like this, right this, and Gunko, aka Emu, is on the other side with the spear that Emu has, trying to basically stab Brook while he's protecting himself. And you get to see that clash, and that's it for now. And you get to see that clash, and it's absolutely crazy. And so from that perspective, I can literally tell that Brook was the first Straw Hat to go in a direct clash with one of the emperors of the sea, and then literally the world itself, Emu. And so from that perspective, Brook totally deserves the respect that he deserves, and the status of legend already from that perspective. And on that note, guys, whenever something legendary Brook will do in the future, I will be talking about it again. And on that note, don't forget to like this video, subscribe to the channel, and your boy's gonna see you in the next one. Peace.